EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens. The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Play action. Now it's Carr. Rolling to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 23. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They'll run here with Dobbins. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Here's second and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Dancing to his left. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. They find some open field here. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 47 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought of it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devontae Freeman. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Oh, he gets free left side and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. 1st down and more for Jackson. And finally brought down at the 43. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. First down, Dobbins, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. Play action, now Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. Sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. They'll roll him out right. And he'll find Moreau here. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Calais Campbell on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Carr. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Carr now to throw. Flush to his right. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Carr. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Here's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, they headlined the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort. but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. The Carr's throw complete here to Waller. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Carr now on first down. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. Hunter Renfro in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. The quick feet by... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
From the 29, Jackson steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. On third down, Jackson flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down. Play action to Drake, now Carr. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's Drake one more time on second down. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 14. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. To throw, it's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. On first down, Drake. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's got some space here. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brand, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's pulled in at the 32. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From just shy of midfield, Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 49 yards. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, and again to Dobbins. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10, and mark him at the 5. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Ravens, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.